understand why you wouldn't want a woman like me. I am successful. I'm rich. I can fight.
Right out the gate, she is already summed up why a man wouldn't want her. And I'm going to preface this, I have nothing against Leslie Jones. I think she's funny in her own way. I'm not really that big into comedies, but I think she has her moments. But she can be a bit loud and she can be a bit aggressive. And these are things that men typically just don't find attractive in a woman. It just is what it is. And women like her have a very difficult time hearing this, but they want a masculine man. In many cases, especially in hers, because I've heard her complain about a guy before that she was dealing with, a few guys that she was dealing with before. And it was that these guys, they were kind of wimpy. I'm paraphrasing here, but that's only going to be the type that she attracts, because those are the only types that are okay with a woman being so masculine and so aggressive and so loud. Typically, a masculine man is going to see a woman like this and he's going to walk right past her. He's not even going to approach. Let me start this over.
Woman like me, I am successful. I'm rich. I can fight. I will say it. I love men. Yeah. Thanks.
The fact that she has to proclaim she loves men, that in itself is a problem. So you have behavior that is so masculine to where people wonder if you plan for the other team. Again, you could add this to why guys typically didn't stay away from her. They may think she cool, but kind of like in she the homie sort of way, not in a, oh, I can see myself with her.
But I don't love a stupid man. If you can't be with my peace, you can be with the door. Yeah.
I know I keep pausing, but I mean, she is just rapid firing all the reasons why a guy wouldn't want to be with her. And then says, I don't understand why guys don't want to be with me. Now it's, you have to be her peace. Who does that sound like? Is that not what men always say? So you have a woman here listing off all things that are expected to come from a man, essentially. She, in many ways, is the man that she wants to attract.
Oh, you're in your masculine area. Well, why don't you get in yours?
That is a typical response. You have to be insulting. So it's like, hey, listen, can you soften up a bit? I don't need to soften up. You need to harden up. What do you do with this? And by this, I mean the situation, not referring to her as that. But what do you do here? If you are a man looking to come into her life and she's not willing to take correction in any way, you just like, let me just keep it moving. It's way easier for a man to just, instead of trying to change a woman into being something that she never will, him just look for a different woman entirely. Look for a woman that's already those things that he wants in a woman, because any guy that comes into a relationship with her, he's going to have to fight her, essentially, because she's going to want to be boss. You could tell she's not going to be submissive to a man. Not at all. Not even close. She's not a submissive woman. And you could just tell it's not in her. And that's cool. But she's going to have to accept that there's a certain type of guy that is going to be more accepting of that.
Sick of men telling me, oh, wait, you hardcore. Yes, I am. Can you handle it? Oh, well, yeah. What you bringing to the table?
Kelly Clarkson is looking at her and she's all smiling and stuff. But let's be for real here. She don't have these problems. So she's being nice because this is her guest. She was nice enough to come show up and be on her show. And for her, this is great clickbait. But she doesn't act like this with any man with her life because she's a feminine woman.
I am. Can you handle it? Oh, well, yeah. What you bringing to the table? I am the table.
There's not really a whole lot I need to add here, man. She in this very short clip, I think this clip's like 40 seconds, is like a speed run summing up why she's having the problems attracting the type of man that she likes. She's just too masculine for a masculine man to want. To my understanding, she's kind of a tall woman. I think she's like 6 foot. She may be over it. So, she's a bit on the heavier side. She's just not willing to make any changes to possibly improve her outcomes. So instead, she complains about the fact she's not getting the results that she wants. But you guys know what they say about insanity. You keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result. If what you're doing isn't working, which clearly it's not been working, I don't even know how old she is. I would look it up, but it's not even really that big of a deal. But I would imagine she's over 40. She may even be inching up to 50. She looks like she's, if not already 50, inching up to it. So let's just say hypothetically, we're not going to throw this on her, but hypothetically, if you're a 50-year-old woman and the way that you've been doing it up to this point has not been working, why be so resistant to trying to make some changes? Just try some changes and see, maybe these will work. I don't know. I mean, worst thing is you get the same result, but I don't think that'll happen. Best thing is you'll start to get better results. Worst thing is, oh, it'll be the same. And you could just be like, see, this it's these guys. But that's typically what a woman like this does anyway. Nothing's ever their fault. It's always the guys. The guys need to change. She doesn't need to do anything about her behavior. She doesn't need to do anything about her mannerisms. She doesn't need to do anything about the fact that she's very loud, can be a bit on the obnoxious side. It's the men's fault. It's all the men, and she's perfect. And that person is just going to end up being alone because they're not willing to do any of the necessary things to improve their outcomes. If we take this and we apply a man to it, let's say there's some guy complaining he's not attracting baddies. The guy's overweight, the guy's kind of wimpy, the guy's money isn't together, and he's complaining about the fact that he's not able to attract nines and tens. We would have no problem telling that guy that as he currently is, he simply will never get those. He will never attract those type of women. He's going to have to get in shape. He's going to have to get his money together. He's going to have to fix his nutrition. He's going to have to completely overhaul his life if he wants to start to attract those type of women. But when it is a woman, the equivalent of that, we tell her she's not the problem, it's everybody else. And you guys, you see why that never works. So I'm gonna leave it there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm gonna holler at y'all soon. Peace.